Hey, Cedric. Hey, Carmel. You know what? I just realized I have not let Lily out after she ate her dinner. Disregard the mess in this room. This is kind of a technology graveyard. Come on, Lily. She's gonna get mad at me. And the technology graveyard doesn't have a good internet signal, apparently. What are you doing, Doc? Sorry if the stream is kind of glitchy. I don't know if it is on you guys' end or not. It's just kind of choppy on my screen. Okay, good. Sometimes I think my phone just gets bogged down and makes me think it's slow. One day I'm gonna remember to bring my little handheld phone clip. It would make it a lot easier to hold the phone and do this. Plus it folds out into a tripod. They all have full bellies, so they may not be too interested in being too crazy right now. I don't want to make anybody sick. Lionel, Lionel, Lionel. Hey, Lynette. Hey, Clay. It's on your foot. Swatting at it isn't going to help you when it's on your foot. Are you going to play with it now, Clara? They don't know what to do when it's on them. And Wilson's saying it's his laser and just he latches on to whoever's trying to get it at the moment. Case in point. He is very sweet, though. Much to my surprise, I was worried about him for a while. I didn't think he was going to be a very nice cat, but he's turned into one. Still not a cuddly lap cat like Lionel is, but very sweet. He likes for people to pet him just on his own terms, usually, which means he meows and then plops on his side. Doc was over there laying against the door. There he is. He's over here. Being camera shy today. Claire wants a turn, Hank. Yeah, I was saying right before you came in, Clay, I don't want to overdo it with them. They all just ate, so they have a belly full of food. So I'm trying to go easy on them. Yesterday I did the close-up and let them run around first and then fed them, but we reversed it tonight. Probably should do it the other way around. Just wasn't thinking tonight. Typically during the week we let them eat fairly early, and then their food has time to settle before we do all this. What are you doing, Doc? But they all had their freedom yesterday and today for the majority of the day. And that went along, as best I can tell, pretty good. So after next Friday, the office will be closed Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then scheduled to reopen Stumpy. Stop. That Wednesday the 3rd, I believe, is right. So I wanted to get this weekend in to see how they would do, so they don't have to stay cooped up for over a week. Can come in and feed them in the mornings and let them run free during the day, and then they'll just sleep in their room in the evening. My wife handles all that, but yes. If you look on our channel, in the About section or in the description of the streams for the rooms that are up 24/7, I think the link is in there. I don't do Instagram personally. I've never done it, so it's probably self-explanatory. It's just not something I've ever done. Sprawled out. Hank was a second ago. Miles there. Doc is there. Zelda's back there. Lily is up there, observing. Stella is back there, behind the box. We got a shipment of kitten food in from Chewy. I had to replenish their packing paper in her little box there, so she's happy. The paper that was in there had started to come apart from being rolled around on for a few weeks, and these guys playing with it, and there were little pieces of it coming apart. Stumpy's, you can see her head right there. She watches, but she won't get down here and chase it. Hey, Larry. Again, my apologies for confusion this morning, but we didn't change the close-up time on you guys, at least. Merry Christmas to you, Clay. I certainly hope so. I talked to my mom today, and I think I may have mentioned before that they have a cat that, when he was young, tested positive for FIV. But what they told her, and I don't know, we've never had a cat test positive for it, so, is that some kittens, once they get older, they don't have it anymore. It's like a false positive or something. I don't know exactly how that works, but she has said before that if their cat does not have FIV, that she would take one of these guys. I talked to her today, and I was like, well, just go get him tested and see, because if he doesn't have it, you can certainly have one. She wants a cat like Lionel, who will jump in your lap and curl up with you and purr and all that. Their cat is not so much into that. He's a mostly sweet cat. He can be a little rough when he plays, but that's because when he was young, they have dogs too, and they have a little poodle who has since gotten older and is mostly deaf and probably 3/4 of the way blind, but when he was a little younger, he would play with the kitten, then kitten, and get a little rough with him. And the cat's name is Gus, and Gus held his own. He stood up for himself, and he didn't take any crap off of him, but he's just learned to be a little too rough sometimes. I don't know if he would be that way with another cat or not. I hope not. I hope they would get along well, but there's no harm if it doesn't work. Lionel could come back here, but there's no guarantee any of that's going to happen yet. But it's all just talk right now. Yeah, if that works out, that would be great. On the flip side, Lionel's 7 months old now, and he's never been around a dog, and they have 3 dogs. As I say, the one poodle doesn't mess with any of the other dogs or the cat anymore. He just kind of hangs out in my dad's lap all the time. He's very attached to my dad. But he's probably not going to live too much longer, if I had to guess. I think he was about probably close to 10 years old or better when they got him, and that's been several years ago. I mean, I'm betting that dog is close to 20. I mean, he's just a little poodle. They live longer than a bigger dog would. But he's getting up there. I think they said he was about 10 when they got him. I don't know for sure. Hey, Connie. Come on, Doc. Or Lily. I hear you up there. Yeah? Lily. Lily. I'm trying to get her to do her little head bob that she does when I talk to her sometimes. Lily. Lily. Well, that was half of one. Not as good as she does it other times. Sorry, I can't keep my finger out of the way. Wilson, the laser does not belong to you. You are not the sole owner of the laser. You know, I was thinking today, the more we do this close-up stream every day, at what point do I stop calling it the kitten close-up stream and just the numerous cat live close-up stream? I guess they're technically teenagers now. Don't kick me. Why are you kicking me? Kick that. Yeah, pretty much. Claire's over there scratching the wall looking for the laser again. I've got to figure out some things to, I was going to get on Amazon tonight, and I still got the addresses for everybody that's adopted any kittens from us. I was going to send some treats or a toy or two or something to all of our kittens that are in their homes now. Hopefully that won't be too creepy or weird. I'm not going to call them up and tell them I'm doing it. They'll just get a box in the mail or UPS or whatever. Maybe they'll all get one of those. I don't know. They might already have laser pointers. I shouldn't do that. I'll just get them something else. I'm not sure what yet. Maybe just a little assorted bag of things. Yeah, we're always afraid of reaching out and getting in touch with people that have adopted from us and asking for pictures and all that. We don't want to be too intrusive. Get it, Clara? Doc is over there doing something now. I don't know what. Where are you hiding over there, Doc? So yeah, it's back to regular schedule tomorrow, 5:30-ish. I always have to put the ish on there because some days I can get started on all the cleanup and feeding and all that before I well, lost my train of thought. I can get started on the cleaning and feeding everybody earlier some days than others, so some days it's spot on 5:30 and other days it takes me a little longer, so we call it regular schedule anyway. I don't know if we'll do close-ups Christmas Eve and Christmas Day or not. It just kind of depends. we'll have to come up here and feed and all that regardless, but I figure most people will be doing other things. I know we do something typically the night of Christmas Eve and the morning of Christmas Day, but after that we're kind of flexible. Well, Lynette, as I say, I mean, we have to come up here regardless. We'll play it by ear, and as the day gets closer, we'll make a decision. Nothing that has to be decided on tonight. We're closed. I hope to be off on Friday. I've got some things I'd like to handle before Christmas. One of my grandmothers is buried about an hour and 20 minutes south of here, and I try to go to that. See you, Carmel. No problem. Hope to see you tomorrow. I like to go to the cemetery around Christmas time and put flowers and all that. I have not been yet. So I hope I can take Friday off and just handle that so it's done before Christmas. But either way, after Friday, the office will be closed from that Friday afternoon until we come back. We're supposed to come back the 3rd. I've been saying all this time that I didn't take very many days off this year because of all of this. I had said that I might just take the rest of that week, so it would be the 5th before I come back. But as I say, like with Christmas, I'll be here every day, at least twice. Well, at least once, depending on who might be here to help me take care of things. Hey, Stumpy. And she said no. So that's definitely not set in stone yet either. I haven't discussed that with any superiors or anything. I don't think it would be a problem, but a lot of my off days are kind of determined by what work there is to be done. It's a little slower than it has been the rest of the year right now, but they may load up on us immediately following the break, so just don't know yet. Hey, Clara. I've got to figure out something to do with Clara. You know, I feed Clara and Stumpy out here, and I normally put Stumpy's dish somewhere over here on the floor, and I feed Clara up on the table. Well, I don't know if Clara likes Stumpy's dish better, or if she just sees Stumpy eating something and she thinks it's better than what she has, but she won't even finish her own food and then tries to take Stumpy's. And it's this, I mean, exact same food, exact same portion. So I don't know if I'm going to have to start feeding Clara in the room with Doc or what I need to do, but Stumpy eats very slow. If she were like Doc, it wouldn't be a problem, because I don't think Doc even chews half the time. He's like my dog. He just swallows it. I also wish I knew of a way to, oh, Lynette, I've completely forgot. It's sitting on my dining room table next to where I keep my hat and my keys and all that. I just need to put it, normally I leave my hat upside down on the table and I throw my wallet and my keys in there when I come home, and everything I need for the next day is in the hat, and I'll try my best to remember when I get home to set it in my hat, so I remember to grab it when I leave tomorrow morning. I totally forgot about that. But I've forgotten a lot of things. It's been a busy day today. Yesterday was Comedy of Errors Day, and I thought today was going to be the same thing when I'll do my best to remember it tomorrow, Lynette. Sorry, I forgot that. I had every intention of bringing it, but yeah, yesterday was just one thing after the other went wrong, and this morning I got up and was going to go to church, and got up, got dressed, walked out the door, got in my truck, turned the key, click, 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 and I think, oh no, dead battery. Not today, after yesterday, but as it turns out, one of the battery terminals and ground wire came a little loose, and it was just kind of causing it to short. But once I tightened that up this afternoon, it was fine. I keep telling Melanie I'm going to set my truck on fire, but then I'll just waste all the new parts and everything else I've put on it. Hey, Mr. Krabs. But a new truck, my truck is paid for right now, and I'm trying my best to avoid car payment. And a new truck is, I mean, you can't get a new truck anymore for, not a full size, for less than $30,000. And that's just insane. I don't want a $500 car payment. I just don't. But yeah, to date, I have had a new heater core put in it. That was $1,300 a couple of years ago. The transmission has been rebuilt twice. That was $1,600, and then something screwed up while it was under warranty, and they went ahead and rebuilt it again. So, transmission's been rebuilt twice, and it cost me $1,600. Monday is going to be at least a $425 repair. I've put tires on it, which that's any car, but the tires on my truck are $800. And all the other routine maintenance. I've invested a chunk of money in that truck. And it doesn't have that many miles on it. It was used when I got it, but it's an older truck with only 67,000 miles on it, I think. So I'm trying to keep it running and not have a car payment. But at what point do you say a car payment is better than throwing money at parts all the time? It's a Dodge Ram 1500. I had somebody tell me one time that Dodge stands for drips oil and drips grease everywhere. Lionel. I think there's a Wilson on the counter behind the dry erase board that I'm going to have to go get. Yeah, this is my second Dodge. I had a single cab Dodge Ram with a V6 in it, and the only problem, the expensive problem I ever had out of it was the little flap on the inside of the dash that controls, like, from the airflow from the defrost to the vents to the floor and all that. Something broke in there, and they had to pull the whole dash off and repair that. But that was the only problem I ever had with that truck. But this one has just been one thing after another. Why are you ignoring me? But I'm not going to go on the rant about my Dodge. Melanie hears it all the time, but she's like, well, we don't want another car payment. Just got to drive it. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, my mom had a Chrysler, which is, I mean, same company, but she had an 86 LeBaron that they bought brand new, and I think they drove that car 15 or 16 years and never had any issue with it. Luck of the draw. It's just all it is, but I think the next one I get will probably be a Toyota or something. I don't think you have to try to break those, or so I hear. Well, hopefully after tomorrow, that'll be the last repair I have to do for a little while. I hope. Yeah, that's what I hear about Toyotas. They're not cheap. Definitely not brand new, but even the used ones aren't cheap. But reliability is what I'm after. I don't want to have to do anything other than brakes, tires, battery, you know, normal stuff. Wilson. Yeah, used is going to be the way to go, because I'm griping about, you know, $30,000-$40,000 for a full-size truck. When you're talking about a full-size brand new Toyota, that gets up into the 50 range. I don't need brand new luxury. I just need basic amenities: air conditioner, heat, automatic transmission, power window, power locks, and don't break. That's all I'm after. I say basic amenities. I know power windows and power locks weren't always basic, but I think pretty much every car has those now. Yeah, if it starts and cranks, or starts and runs and doesn't leak oil or anything else, I'm good. Uh-oh. Well, I just got the low battery warning, folks, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap, and Melanie's at home cooking dinner, so she'll probably get back anyway. So, as I said, tomorrow will be normal schedule again, 5:30-ish. And it should remain that way for the week. There may be a day that we do it a little late or something like that, but as always, we will let you know. So thanks, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow afternoon. See you later, Hank.